Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Johnny Barber. I'm here today to give you guys a few pointers and tips on how to safely handle a firearm. Alright, a lot of people are injured and also killed when handling firearms just because they don't know the basic principles on actually handling a weapon. You don't want to handle a weapon when it's loaded. You don't want to play around with these things because, I mean, obviously they are deadly. Alright, so what I have today is a Springfield XD40. This is a 40 caliber weapon. It holds 13 rounds, and it's similar to what police use, special ops, people of that occupation. All right. So the first thing I like to do is release the magazine here, and I have a magazine release button on both sides. It looks just like this, and what it does is release the magazine, and this is what holds your ammunition. All right. You want to physically and visually make sure that nothing's in here. This also has a check system back here, so you can also visually tell that nothing's in this magazine. Alright. Next, I'm going to move on to the actual firearm itself. So, what I do is I pull the slide all the way back, lock it into place. You hold it back, and you push your slide stop button right here, and this locks the slide in place so you can visually look inside. This also comes in handy when you get bullets jammed in the chamber. So, I always point the gun away from anything that I'm not intending to shoot. You know, this is basic firearm safety 101, okay? So, I look down in the chamber, make sure nothing's in there. I don't see any brass or any unspent rounds. Clear, good to go. Send the slide back forward. Alright, so when I get ready to disassemble this weapon, I know it's clear, I know it's safe to handle. I don't have to worry about any accidental discharges. Alright, so again, I'm going to pull the slide back once again, lock it into place as I showed you before using this button. But now I'm going to use this button here, which is called the takedown lever. Alright, and what this does, it actually disengages the actual slide here from the pistol grip. Alright, so we're going to push this all the way up until it's straight up. Once it's like that, we're going to send the slide back forward. So all you got to do is give it a little tug back, let it go forward. Alright, now this is why it's important to make sure that this gun is fully unloaded, okay? Because we have to pull the trigger to disengage the slide from the actual handle here, okay? So this gun is built with a 2-point safety system. It doesn't have, you know, your traditional safeties where the slide won't move if you push it up. On this weapon, as you can see the trigger here, it has 2 little notches here. You have to engage this notch to pull the trigger, and also your thumb has to be here. So if your thumb isn't here and you pull the trigger, it won't fire. You know, so you have to do both. So we have to do this. Pull the trigger, you're going to hear a click. Once you do that, the slide just comes right off. Just like that. Alright. Now, this is the lower receiver. Alright. This consists of nothing but the trigger housing, the trigger itself, and the magazine housing. Alright, this is pretty basic here. Alright. Second half of the weapon is the actual business in the weapon. This is where the bang happens, alright? This is called the upper receiver. So contained in the upper receiver, we have your charging spring here. And this is what actually helps the gun recoil when it shoots. So it's just a little spring here. You want to be careful taking this out because when it's in the weapon, it's compressed all the way down and it's under a lot of pressure. So you just want to be real careful when you're taking it out. Alright. So next, we're going to remove, I just removed it out of here, just like that, so you guys can see. This is the actual barrel. So remember, when we look down the barrel of the weapon and we look into the chamber, this little part here is what we were actually looking at. This is where the bullet goes in at. And you can see inside the barrel that it's got little swirls in it. That's called a rifling. Alright? That's what makes when you shoot a gun, the bullet goes through and it actually spins out. And that's what makes them go straight. So a lot of people don't know that. And you just want to look down here, make sure you don't see any debris down there, make sure it's good and oiled, and you know, stuff like that. Alright, what we have left here is just the slide. Alright, this is aluminum, so it's a little heavy. This is what adds the most weight to the gun. And as you can see, it's just a metal slide, and this is what houses everything. There's the 2 openings here. So this is your actual barrel here, and this is where your spring goes. Alright. And that's pretty much it. You just put it back together in reverse order, do a function check, and you're good to go shooting. I hope this was informative to you guys, and I hope you have a great day.